Have you ever been hurt? I mean, on purpose, by a friend, by your spouse, by your partner, by a stranger? Have you ever been betrayed? Well, of course you have. We've all been hurt at one time, maybe many times. The question today isn't how to keep from being hurt, although that would be a nice thing, wouldn't it? But honestly, it's an impossible dream. Reality is life hurts us, sometimes badly. The real question today is, why should I forgive? Now, this is a question worth answering. Hi, I'm Reverend Bill, and I have your back and your answer today about forgiveness. If you're asking this question today, why should I forgive? Well, that means you've been hurt by someone, maybe someone close to you. By even asking this question, you feel again the anger, the pain, and the bitterness of betrayal by you-know-who. The anger rises up inside of you and it hurts, doesn't it? I know you want an answer, and boy, do you need an answer quick. Why should you forgive? Because the anger and the bitterness is eating you up inside. If there is one thing in all my years as a pastor that I've seen destroy more lives and relationships, it is this: the lack of forgiveness. I'm here to give you the best answer to your question that no one talks about. Why should I forgive? Once upon a time, Sally was hurt emotionally by her friend Janet. Janet shared a private story Sally had told her in confidence. Janet's betrayal felt like a dagger through Sally's heart. Sally was really hurt bad because Janet posted their private conversation on Facebook. And let me tell you, it went viral with all of the juicy details. Sally was feeling betrayed and hurt by Janet. She wanted revenge. She wanted to hurt Janet worse than she had been hurt by her. Worse than she felt right now. But Sally knew that the Bible says to forgive and to not let the sun go down in your anger. But she's finding it really hard to forgive her friend, or should I say her former friend. And to make matters really bad for her, Sally is feeling very stressed out by the whole thing and is now having trouble sleeping and even keeping food down. She doesn't know what to do and has not even spoken to Janet in several weeks. Sally is still angry. Sally can't sleep. Sally's all stressed out and Janet hasn't apologized. And Facebook is going crazy upon hearing all of the juicy details about Sally. One night as she was tossing and turning in bed, unable to get any rest, Sally had an idea. Maybe if she wrote down her thoughts and feelings about what had happened, it would help her process everything better. So she got out of bed and she grabbed a piece of paper and a pen. She sat down at her desk and she began to write. Dear Janet, I am so hurt and upset by what you did. I trusted you with something private, and you just went and you shared it with other people. I feel betrayed and humiliated. I know the Bible says to forgive, but right now, I just can't seem to do that. I'm so stressed out, but I can't even sleep. I don't know what to do or how to fix this. I hope someday, Janet, you'll understand and how much you've hurt me, and then you'll be able to apologize, and we can try to move on past this. But for now, I need time, I need space, and I hope we can work this out, and I hope you can apologize so we can move on from this event. Waiting for your apology, Sally. Do you see what just happened there? It's what happens 100% of the time when a person gets hurt by another person, a friend or a spouse or a family member. They get more upset with every passing minute. They feel all stressed out, inside and out. They lose sleep. Sometimes they get sick from all the anxiety. And here's the worst part. They expect the other person who hurt them to come crawling back and apologize for what they did. In other words, Sally's entire peace of mind, her well-being, and even being able to sleep again was all based on resting on Janet's shoulders. What happens if Janet never comes and apologizes? Sally will only get worse and worse because she has put Janet in charge of her well-being. Do you see what Sally just did? This is important. She gave Janet all the power over her life. And if Janet won't come and ask for forgiveness, then Sally is literally screwed. Excuse my language. Now, here's a perfect answer to your question about forgiveness. Why should I forgive? No matter what Janet does or doesn't do, Sally can still take control of her own life and move on to something better. The answer to your question, why should I forgive, is hidden right in the word itself. Let me explain. Do you see it? Forgive. Let's take this apart. I'm going to tell you the truth that will change your life in an instant if you put it into practice. As one person said, forgiveness is a window through which the world glimpses the mercy of God. It is the window through which you see a new you. One who is free from the stress and anger and anxiety that dwells inside of one when they get hurt. Let's look at the word forgive. And as I said, it's your answer. I call this, what we're going to do, the forgiveness formula. The forgiveness formula does not depend on how Janet will act or if she will ever come to Sally and apologize for what she did to her. The forgiveness formula depends totally on how Sally looks at the wrong and finds the good even in the bad situation. Now let me repeat that. Find the good even in the bad situation. That's it in a nutshell. That is the forgiveness formula. Even when you're hurt, even when you're betrayed, you still can find the good. You don't excuse the bad, but you find the good and how you can be better because of what's happened to you. Let me explain that just a little bit more. Now let's take the word forgive and break it apart and answer the following sentence. In Janet's case, we'd say, I'm thankful for you, Janet, for giving me, then you fill in the blank with the positive outcomes for your life. Here's how Sally would fill it in. I am thankful for you, Janet, for giving me the wisdom to never trust you with the confidence again. You see, forgiveness is not letting the person who hurt you off the hook. Rather, it is an eager readiness to extend mercy to those who have wronged us and to see how through that moment we have become better and stronger people. When we forgive, we free ourselves from the bondage that someone's wrong has created for us. It is impossible to live in complete obedience to God and freedom from the pain when someone else controls our emotions. But when you take control, the future is wide open for you, for your meaning and purpose and fulfillment. As that popular slogan goes, you may be the only Bible that some people ever read. Forgiveness is important. When we forgive, we model God's teachings on kindness, mercy, love, and humility. People cannot see Jesus in us when we are walking in bitterness, anxiety, and anger. When all we can talk about is how we were wrong, how someone has betrayed us, or the wounds, we are then carrying that loss and making it our primary mission to keep remembering. What we learn is that we're better and stronger through life's challenges and tragic experiences when we look ahead and we learn from the betrayal. I think you'll agree that our world is going through some pretty terrible times, tragedies all around us. Yes, this is happening right now, but It does not have to determine how we feel and what we do with our lives and our futures. Forgiveness is not the same as reconciliation. Understand that. We can forgive from the heart while keeping betrayers at a distance. Forgiveness does not allow abusers back into our lives, but it does allow the peace of God back into our experiences. Now, if I've helped you understand forgiveness, I ask that you would like my video, leave a comment, and even subscribe to my Oh My God OMG Stories channel. Now, I've just released a book that I created on forgiveness. It's called The Forgiveness Factor. If you're interested, you can check it out by clicking the link in the description. Thank you. Now, please remember the forgiveness formula. I thank you, name the person who has hurt you, for giving me, and then name the positive thing you have learned through that experience. I thank you, blank, put in a name, for giving me wisdom, the strength, the ability to understand that I can carry on even though you have hurt me. Name some positive quality that you are learning out of that experience. Forgiveness. Thank you for giving me X because I have learned this. Why should I forgive? Why should you forgive? Because it's the only way to live. Thanks for watching. This is Reverend Bill from the OMG Story channel. Take care. I'll see you on my next exciting video. Blessings.